Greg Tepper, Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. Talking with the head coach of the Longview Lobos is Coach John King. Coach, appreciate you taking a little bit of time to chat with us.
Well, appreciate the opportunity.
Well, let's start with this. By the time people hear this, word will be out that you guys are going to get a little bit of a spotlight week one. Longview and Lufkin's going to be the primetime game on Fox Sports Southwest as part of Texas Football Days. I guess overall, I want to get your reaction to that, to getting obviously a big rivalry game on national television.
Well, I received a text message from Dr. Elza back in late spring, and I thought I was in trouble. So I immediately responded back, and she told us about the possibility of being part of it, and I just thought it was great for our community, for East Texas, and and I told her, I said, Todd Quick will feel the same way. It's about the kids, it's about our high schools and our communities, but it's just a golden opportunity for us to showcase East Texas football and one of the best rivalries in the state of Texas, Longview Lufkin.
Yeah, you guys gotten to know each other a little bit over the past couple
of years. we've hooked up a few times in the last decade. Let's put it that way, but got a lot of respect for Lufkin, and how Coach Quick runs his program, and what a lot of people don't know is we have a great relationship with our coaching staff, because we compete in everything, and we work well together.
Well, and that's one of the things that you have the advantage of. A team you do see so often, so regularly, is also really good, and it's a good barometer. So I imagine that kind of, not every team has that. They don't have that kind of that rivalry it's a big-time rivalry, but it's also the kind of thing that you can learn from one another as far as every time you play each other.
Well, you'll get a good test for sure, and ours is week one, but our kids, they get tested every year from middle school on up because, our middle school league is with Lufkin and Nacogdoches, and, of course, we play sub-varsity games against one another, but nobody's going to do it any better than Longview and Lufkin. We know each year you're going to face a good, well-coached football team.
Anything change as far as for being on TV? Is there anything different for your kids? Obviously they're going to know.
Yeah, it's kind of it's already circled in the locker room. With the interviews we had and the Fox Sports Southwest crew out, so they have an idea. They know it's not approved yet, but. No, it won't be anything different for us. Just making sure they understand it's a football game to be played and don't get caught up in the moment, and just go out and play. There's just going to be a lot of pageantry with the game.
Well, one of the reasons you guys are going to be on Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest is because it looks like you guys are going to have a decent team. Dave, I'll tell you this. We got in Dave Campbell's Texas Football, as you probably know, we got you number 9 in the state in 6A. Do you think that's fair?
I wish we were like 99. I like coming from off the pace, But that's all based off of the potential of this football team, with the amount of returning starters we had last year and the success we had last year, of course, But no, we have a chance to be a good football team. How good we can be will be determined by the chemistry and how hard we work and how well we play on Friday night.
And your defense last year, it seemed to me, and you know them better than I do. Seemed to me y'all got better every single week defensively, and it started off pretty good and it got even better. Do you feel like that's the kind of thing, especially with some of the guys you got coming back like Lister, do you feel like that's something that can carry over into 2018?
We sure hope so. We didn't necessarily start off that way, but like you said, we got better each week, and we had a great defensive unit. We didn't necessarily have just great individual players, but we had 11 guys on the field that would play well together, and they played with great effort and a lot of confidence, and that's what it'll take again this year. Jeff and I, Lister, as you mentioned, he'll be a guy that we'll lean on for leadership and game time experience. The guy's been a 3-year starter.
You guys gonna have a quarterback?
We got a quarterback this year. We don't have the quarterback dilemma like we had starting off last year, But Haynes returns, and it's going to be how well he can make the step from being a sophomore to a junior.
Well, he's got a good last name. He got a good last name, King. I'm real interested, from your perspective, of the dynamic between here's your quarterback, and you treat quarterbacks a certain way. You also treat sons a certain way. What is that relationship like? Has it changed at all, or is it just kind of steady as she goes?
Believe it or not, it's gotten better at the house. At practice, in the locker room, I treat him like an offensive lineman. That's my trade is offensive line coaching, and you can't treat them all like that. But he's known since an early age that Daddy coaches a certain way, and I'm going to coach him just like I do Lyman. And I'm tough on him for various reasons, but he's also known that if he's not clearly the best guy, then he won't play, regardless of what his last name is. But like I say, the games have been great, fun and exciting. Of course, when you're winning, that makes it that way. The bus rides home have been outstanding. Just getting to share some of that moment with him, and like I say, we don't bring it home. We leave it at the field house.
I want to know what Mama is doing on Friday nights. Is she screaming from the stands about how could you call that coach? Golly, or is she yelling at the quarterback? I mean, she's in a real tough position.
She's tougher on both of us than anybody else can be. I can tell you, she's an ex-coach, and she's always been very demanding of both of our kids, but she don't cut him any slack either, and of course I don't get much of a break.
I don't think you were gonna. I never thought that. Now I do have to ask you. I know you don't go up there all the time because you're a little busy on Friday nights, but up there in the press box, you guys do have a famous delicacy, the Longview popcorn. Can you explain what makes the Longview popcorn so good?
Well, we have a great food service department that prepares it for our concession stand here. And of course, they give us some complimentary popcorn in the press box on Friday nights. I get a chance to taste it on Thursday nights for sub-varsity games. So, and then
is that in the contract?
I may need to build it
in. You need to write that in.
Well, we get a post-game snack with it, when we're breaking down our film. But I think it's the seasoning. They have the right mixture with the seasoning, with our popcorn, the butter, and the salt, and has a great taste.
There's something about it. Well, let's get to it. The reason you're here, the Dick's Sporting Goods Wheel of Questions, it's back again. Nothing that's going to get you fired. Nothing's going to get you in trouble. Give that thing a spin. You are required to answer this, whatever it is.
Whoop. I got kicked off a Wheel of Fortune.
It's the Dick's Sporting Goods Wheel of Questions here at THSCA Coaching School and Convention. All right, barbecue sauce. So, barbecue sauce, necessary or something that just covers up bad barbecue?
Mandatory for me.
Really?
I like barbecue sauce.
Okay. You're like if you're out there grilling something, you got to make sure you've got sauce on it.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Simple and effective. Coach, appreciate your time. And I tell you what, why don't we just plan on seeing each other maybe like August 31st? That sound good to you?
Sounds good.
Coach, good to see you.
Thank you very much.